Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today, I've told you, I've warned you, okay? I'm in my Alan Titchmarsh era. I'm fully growing my own garden of food, as well as trying to make like a really bee butterfly friendly haven in my garden. I'm super lucky because the house that I moved into was previously owned by really nice people who we are actually in contact with and friends with, and we meet up for coffee like on a monthly basis. And they're lovely people. They were retired and they spent so much time, effort and money on the gardens front and back of this house. And so I have inherited the most stunning, beautiful cottage gardens. I'm so lucky. So I'm currently learning on the job. I'm learning how to keep the gardens as beautiful as the previous owners of the house made it. And I'm also learning how to grow my own food, because I'm not sure I trust supermarket food as much as I used to. So what I'm trying to do is reduce my ultra processed foods, grow as much as my own food as I possibly can, and just be an Alan Titchmarsh all-rounder basically. So I've got some garden content coming in today's video. I also just popped into Lidl. So I went into Lidl last week because Lidl is actually quite close to my house and it's on the way to my son's forest school. So I popped into Lidl because I thought, well, I always drive past it and I haven't been into Lidl for ages. I'm so impressed by Lidl right now. It's so good. There's so many non-ultra processed food options. Like much more than I thought there would be. Like much more available than I thought there would be at really good prices. So I'm really happy with Lidl. So the other day when I popped in, I just bought like some salady bits and some Greek bits, because Lidl is very good at their like themed weeks. So at the moment it's Greek week, and then I've been there when they've done Italian week. I'm sure they've done Polish week, and I really like to take advantage of like trying other nationalities' foods, because I love food and I like to just try food from all around the world. So I picked up loads of Greek bits the other day, and we had like a really nice Greek salad with Greek flatbreads. It was really nice. But yeah, anyway, I just popped in now just to get some essentials, and I thought I would show you. It's literally just a tiny top-up haul. I picked up some Lincolnshire pork sausages because we're going to be having like a really nice tagliatelle sausage pasta thing with my own grown basil, which I'm really excited about. Chicken thigh fillets. So I got an arrangement of cheeses because that's what we needed. I got a pineapple cottage cheese. I haven't had this since childhood and I really fancied it. So I'm going to have pineapple cottage cheese. And I don't know what else on toast, but I will think of something else, probably something savoury. I got some normal cottage cheese, because cottage cheese we buy weekly, at least 2 tubs, we eat a lot of it. I got a creme fraiche because I'm going to be making a potato salad. I'm still currently doing my shop the home shelf, so basically just trying to eat whatever's in the house rather than buy too much out of the house. Got loads in my cupboards which are good for making like a potato salad. So I'm going to make a potato salad with creme fraiche because apparently that's nice. And yeah, that's going to be for the fridge. And then I got lots of mozzarellas because I have lots of pizza dough in the freezer. So I'm going to be getting pizza dough out at the weekend for me, my family and some people that are coming around, and we're going to have like a pizza night. But the dough's already made and done. I got a mayo and a ketchup because that's what I needed. We'd run out. On the subject of not eating ultra processed foods, I bought myself this Ferrero Rocher milk chocolate bar. Sorry, but it needed to be done. I rarely buy myself stuff like that anymore, but it needed to be done. It needed to be done. I got some 8-seeded tortilla wraps. I do actually make my own wraps now, my flaxseed wraps, but they're more like really delicious, like Arabian seeded stone baked breads. Like they're not like these, whereas these are quite good for if I'm in a rush. I also got some wholemeal pickles, which are great for my son's lunchbox. I got some plain flour, and then I also, which I've actually just left in a bag outside, I got broccoli, cucumber and carrots. Oh yeah, and I also have veggies in the car. I need to get those. I'm going to put all this away, cut up my peppers, wash them and stuff, and then get on with the rest of the vlog. Tonight's dinner, it's one of my favourite weeknight meals because it's super easy and we all really enjoy it. I'm going to have chicken curry because I found in the cupboard when I was shopping my cupboard shelves some mild roasted curry powder, and this was from M&S, and I picked it up a while ago because it sounded really nice and it smells gorgeous. It smells like, it just smells really nice. It smells really good. So I'm going to put some chicken in here with some of this, and then I'm going to probably grate some carrots in there because I've got some carrots that could really do with it being used. Grate some carrots. I often cut up very small mushrooms and put them in my curry as well because hidden veg, but I don't have any mushrooms today. I do need to go get some, but I don't have any. So chicken, tin tomatoes. Oh, let me check I've got some because I've been doing so well with my shopping. I don't know if I've actually got some. It's very much touch and go then, but I've got tin tomatoes, chicken, the carrots and things like that, but I'm just going to marinate the chicken with the seasoning for a few hours in the fridge because it's still the morning, so I thought I'd prep as much as I can now and then cook a chicken curry for tonight. Try it. I've got a cup of tea on the go. I just thought I have to try it, and I have to tell you guys if it's worth it. I think it was £2 for this. Normally, actually, I don't really have chocolate. I say that, but I only have like a small bit of chocolate now, and it is Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, I don't really have chocolate, and if I have chocolate I either go for Hotel Chocolat or Tony's Chocolonely now. Uh-oh. It's really good. I love a Ferrero Rocher. I'm hiding my cup because pumpkin cup, and I just do not like using non-seasonal cups in the wrong seasons. Just doing a little bit of a tidy, and I know a couple of weeks ago I showed you an unboxing of my Shark steam cleaner. So a few of you were asking how's it going. It's so easy to use, guys. It's really easy. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just about to clean the floor. It's full wood floors in this room, so I don't steam clean this floor too much because you're not meant to steam clean wood very often. But I've got tiles and I do the windows and stuff with it. I haven't used it too much because I've only had it a couple of weeks and I'm constantly busy. But yeah, I'm just about to quickly steam clean this room, and it's just so effective at such a quick thing. I've got 10 minutes before I have to leave to forest school and collect Orin, and I know that I can get this whole room steam cleaned really quickly. Yeah, the floor is nice and clean, super super duper easy. It literally took 5 minutes and the floor is lovely and clean. So you take the insert off, and I'm going to show you, it's so gross now. And now this is going to go in the wash, and it's grubby, and I did this 2 weeks ago. But this is going to go in the wash, and I just throw it in the wash with like tea towels of the kitchen and you know, like microfiber washcloths, and I put it on a really hot wash. Anyway, we've got to go pick Oren up from forest school, so I'm going to do that. Whilst I do that, I'm now just going to go to the other day where I was doing my gardening and talking you through the garden. I am heading out into the garden. Well, Lawrence just popped to a local nursery which does like lots of compost and soil. I don't know what he's got. I'm gonna go look now. He said if there was horse manure he was also going to get that, but I have strawberries, tomatoes, broad beans, cabbage, all to start planting and potting. Unfortunately we didn't get raised beds quickly enough, although apparently my sister has raised beds in her garden that we can borrow or take. But yeah, I essentially really need to get the strawberry plants that I have, because they're already fruiting, into larger pots. I'm going to pot them this year and see how they do in pots rather than ground. I'm going to put tomatoes in the ground. And I've also got carrots, but apparently carrots are okay in pots or buckets. But I've got broad beans as well. It's actually quite a lot. I need to do my tomatoes, so I'm just going to plant loads of my veggies and my fruit. Can't wait.
But before I do,
I'm going to pour some stones and rocks at the bottom of the pot. Just to keep it from going mouldy at the bottom. You're probably going to tell me this is the wrong idea, because obviously this is not live. But do you think I could put both of these in one pot? What do you think? Because I don't want too many strawberries, but I want enough to like last the summer. Apparently they can both go in the pot. Let's see. That looks dirty, so I left my secateurs in the office, and Lawrence is currently in there on a meeting, so I can't go in there, so I'm going to use this to cut the bag open. And I keep checking my phone because I'm just making sure Jasper's still asleep. Okay, I'm going to put the tomato plants along here, and a we've already got this old vintage iron climbing thing. So tomato plants will go here. I will have to make sure the hose, so I've got a really good setup for it at the moment, but the hose doesn't disturb them. And now I've got a little helper. Lawrence has taken over the digging of ground because I've got a baby on me. But here we're going to put Brussels sprouts and broccoli. It's all going to go here next to the spinach. Okay, I'm going to show you just quickly now all the things we are currently growing and what's left to plant. So we can just stay up to date that as the year goes on, as the weeks go on, if my food growing mission is going to work out. So we still need to plant a few things, but I need to get some pots for that. But first of all, I wanted to ask locally if anybody's getting rid of any like just plasticky big pots, because lots of people do. And there's no point in buying new if you can get it secondhand. Okay, firstly, I was growing these purple Brussels sprouts, but I accidentally forgot about them one day and all the seedlings have died. So I need to start that again. I have got time, but this is what they're going to be. Purple Brussels sprouts. Okay, here I've got a big pot of strawberries. So I put the 2 strawberry plants in here. They're doing quite well. What I need to do is put hay on the mud, just so these strawberries that fall or that sit on the mud, they don't rot. But they're doing quite well. And then I've got a pot of potatoes here. Now, we're going to get a much bigger pot and just put this inside the much bigger pot and carry on filling it with soil, because these are growing really, really quickly. The bag itself is actually really heavy, but with potatoes you have to keep soil over all the new growth, so there's no more space to put soil in. So I need to get a bucket probably today, put this in. But yeah, this hopefully has a lot of little red potatoes in there. So here, I don't know if you can see that one. Where's the other one? Oh, don't tell me it's been eaten. 2. I'm growing some corn, because corn shoots up sort of like bamboo, and this is at the end of part of the garden, so this corn will come up hopefully. Okay, now over here I'm actually going to take this off, but we've put this bug and pest net over. A fine net, so hopefully it keeps like the slugs out and stuff, but also keeps our rabbits out, because I do let my rabbits go in the garden every day, and they will eat my vegetables. Is that in the ground? So here we have these 2. Okay, broccoli. So broccolis, and back here we have cabbage. So this is like the bigger, greener stuff. Where is the Brussels sprouts? There we go. Then here, very small, but we've got Brussels sprouts. So the seedlings that I grew that have now died are going to go along here. The broccoli's looking really, really good, really healthy. So hopefully we'll get some broccoli. And then we've got lots of spinach here, which I am growing a lot of, but once that has properly started to develop, it will be really easy to keep on top of. Cabbages, broccoli, Brussels. There we go. Then along here we've got 3 tomato plants, and then I've got another tomato plant in a pot around there. But these tomato plants will hopefully grow up here. But we've got 1 strong tomato plant here. There we go. And hopefully that will do quite well. Gooseberry, that is. Some lavender and blackberries. These are blackberry bushes, I believe, and I think we're going to get quite a lot this year of them. But yeah, that's a gooseberry. I think next year, if we don't really find much to do with the gooseberry, we're going to get rid of that bush. Okay, so here we have pak choi, which I'm going to plant in large pots. What's this one again? Fennel, again, a large, some large pots. I think next year I'm going to get some raised beds and put them around the back behind our garage and stuff. But we've got some rainbow carrots here which will also grow in pots, and I think we're going to put sand and soil in the pots because carrots grow really well without stones, so if they don't have stones they won't split and things like that. And then we've got some broad beans and some strawberries here, which again I'm going to get pots for. So this stuff needs potting. So over here we've got a cherry tree, which we do get cherries from each year, although this tree needs repotting because it's struggling, it needs more space. But we are going to get cherries this year. So we've got a cherry tree, pear tree, this is a pear tree, and actually again, is it pear or plum? I can't remember. But again, that's going to get some good growth, good fruit this year. Over here, we've got tons of raspberry bushes. So we're going to leave them in this year because this was from the previous owners. So hopefully we can get loads of raspberries. Depending on if we want all of this or not, next year we'll get rid of some and this will be some more vegetables and a raised bed here. But yeah, tons of raspberry, loads of raspberries. What is that? Is that a clematis back there or honeysuckle? Something climbing, which is going to climb along all the fence. Some broad beans here and down here, but this one's doing really well. I have also started a herb garden in the garden. So I'm currently growing chives, garlic, mint. Mint is potted though, always keep your mint potted. Mint, rosemary and stuff like that, but some of those herbs are dotted around the garden. But I am starting a patch in the garden of as many herbs as I can possibly grow. But with herbs they're a little bit more delicate, so I need to be able to bring some of those in the winter until they're established. So I'm going to create a space of lots of them potted until they're really, really well established, and then I can start putting them in the ground. The rosemary is doing quite well, but it takes a long time to really fluff up and get big, so I'm not cutting that at the moment. But yeah, I've got lots of herbs and stuff in the garden. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed today's video and make sure you are subscribed so you can see the next video.